Alright guys, what's up? Today I'm bringing you the High King Dragon Knight, which is my stamina DK build. Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. I forgot to mention a few times before, but this is also a 7-piece medium armor set. And, I get asked a lot why I run 7 pieces instead of the Undaunted. And that's essentially because I don't PvE at all. I don't do dungeons or anything like that. If you want to do that, it might be a little beneficial to incorporate the 1 light, 1 heavy just for that added boost, but it's not going to change everything up that much, so don't worry about it. Alright. Let's get into the gear first. I am rocking for the jewelry 3-piece agility with robust, weapon damage on all the jewelry. Pretty simple. Then I am rocking a 5-piece Morkuldin. I am doing 3-piece on the armor, stamina on everything, 4 divine, 3 infused naturally. 3 pieces on the armor, and then my shield and my sword is also Morkuldin. That's where you get the 5-piece. The other 3, I believe it's 3, yeah, is Shield Breaker. And the reason for Shield Breaker is you're going to get stamina, some recovery, and some weapon damage, and it's just a really solid 4-piece set. Just go with it. Alright, let's get into the skill bar here. On the front bar, which is your sword and board, first move is Ransack, and this is going to be your main damage ability. Hits really hard, especially if you animation cancel, and if you watch my other video you can see that I do it all the time. Pretty much to animation cancel, you're going to do a light attack, your skill, a block, and a bash. Now you do all of that within about a second each, maybe even a fraction of a second, sorry, and takes a little bit of time to get it down right, but once you do it, this can melt through fucking everybody. I'm serious. Watch the video, you'll see. Second is Unstable Flame. Now this does a lot of damage, and it also gives you a dot. And the only reason I put this on is if you're going against a tank or something like that, it really helps to have something else ticking, especially when you got Morkuldin on. And that sword procs a lot when you're animation canceling, and they're just going to be taking non-stop damage. It really helps. Next up, I got Shielded Assault. And I've been asked a few times why I don't use the other morph. The other morph is going to do a little bit more damage based on how far you are. The reason I do Shielded Assault is for that damage shield. And you can spam this, which I know is frowned upon, along with a dodge roll, which will give you more resistance to gain distance. You do a Shielded Assault to get that damage shield, and you can keep attacking them while pretty much shield stacking. It helps, but take that for what you will. Next on the front bar is Dragon Scale. As you guys know, this reflects Sork's cast and all that shit. Hits it back at him for 35% more damage. It's a good move, do it. And finally, Reverberating Bash. It's a nice little heal debuff. It takes away 30% of their healing on them for 10 seconds, and it does some decent damage too, also stunning them. It's a really good move. On the front bar, for ultimate, I also put Flawless Dawnbreaker, and that's just like the other builds, it does some nice damage. It gives you an 8% increase to your weapon damage. It's a really good ultimate to have on this build, especially when you're just going to be animation canceling with your, what's it called, Ransack and Morkuldin. It's really good. Alright, now the back bar. Naturally, Executioner, you know why it hits hard, it executes, do it. Oh, did I forget to mention this is sword and board and two-hand build? Yeah, if I did forget, you know now. I got Resolving Vigor for your heal, self-explanatory. Shuffle for your dodge chance, it helps to have this up. Igneous Shield for a damage shield and also to replenish some stamina. It really helps there. And Rally for another heal and a damage boost. I really don't know what else to say. It's really simple there. The basic skills that I always use, and helps to have them up, helps on your bar. And your ultimate will be Ferocious Leap. Not the other morph, because the other morph does more damage, but once again, this gives you the damage shield. And it's gonna kill them even if it hits. You don't need that little 1000 boost I think you get from the other morph. And the damage shield is really going to help. It absorbs 51% of your maximum health in damage over 6 seconds. That's huge. It really, really, really helps. Alright. Went over the gear and the skills. Champion points. Well, let me just buff up real quick so you can see this. I do run purple food and I'm using tripods right now. But, yeah, let's buff up and show you the damage on this thing. Alright, so buffed up, we're at 3,793 weapon damage with 50% crit, 1,300 stamina recovery, and we're rocking 355 champion points. So this is a strong build. And your Morkuldin is only going to make it stronger. Let me see real quick. Yeah, the light attacks on the Morkuldin sword does 5,000 damage. If you add that with your own damage, you're going to kill people very fast. Trust me on this. Champion points. I put 70 in the tower here, 43 into Warlord, and 27 into Bashing Focus, because you're going to be bashing in your animation cancel and it helps. I put 48 into Mooncalf here. Now, if you want, you could take a little bit more out of Mooncalf, even though that is your stamina recovery, and put it into Tumbling, because your dodge roll does help give you a little bit more resist, and I'll go over that soon. I put 30 into Blade Expert. Again, your light attacks, heavy attacks, it helps. And 88 into Mighty. Very simple there. Alright. I put 55 into Block Expertise to reduce the cost of blocking, because you're going to block a lot with this build. It just helps. And what I said about dodge rolling is phase. After dodge rolling, armor's increased by 660 for 3 seconds. It doesn't seem like much, but it really does help. And 27 into resistant here. I put 37 into Hardy, just because magic builds do still hit you even with Reflect. And because you can't reflect everything, sometimes one gets through. And that should be it. Yeah, so if you guys like this, like, subscribe. I really think if you have a stamina decay, please try out this build just to see if it works for you. If you don't like it, go with, I don't know, 5-piece shield breaker and 3-piece hunting with agility jewelry or something. But if you don't want to do that, try this build. Once again, it is 5-piece Morkuldin, 3-piece shield breaker, 3-piece agility, all stamina glyphs, and this is insane damage. Try it out. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, again, like, subscribe. I'm Malevolent Game.